Alrighty, good morning everyone. I don't know if this is something in here or if it's just a box, but I think it's something in here. So we are gonna see, and we're gonna find out. Hey, look at that. It's in there. And it's very, very dirty. But we're back. It is probably the muggiest day I've been around all year, and it's today. So it is, I think it says it's 70 something right now. It's supposed to get up to, I think, 96. So today is supposed to be a hot day. And with that, we're out treasure picking early morning. It was actually supposed to be a flea market day, but I figured with the weather, a lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, no, I'll skip this week. As people usually do. No one wants to stand out there and sweat and sweat and sweat. And neither do I. So I figure with less customers, maybe today would be a good week to skip, and then we'll try again next week. But anyway, it's trash picking morning. We're going to try to find some cool things and see what happens. Trash picking, garbage picking. Let's see what people have thrown out on another adventure, another day. Let's do it. Here's just every bag over here has been ripped open. Like, come on. You have to rip open every single bag. Every bag's ripped open. Look at that. Crazy. What's this stuff? Junk. Nuts. Somebody ripped open every bag. Speed Race, that's a good movie. Golden Book, oh, those are moldy. I thought by seeing this, it's a printer. So I guess the house is for sale. Yeah, a lot of this stuff has mold on it. You know, that's mold. Oh, that's mold. That's all mold. That's all mold. I don't know. No, that's really strong. Nope, putting that back. I was like, oh, this actually looks good. Well, it's a black cover, so you won't really be able to see the mold. That smells ripe. Nope. That's a scrap-only house, which is kind of weird because it doesn't look like it's very wet around here. So if they had it in a basement, I'd imagine it'd be dry. We're not messing around with mold. At least not today. We're gonna donate these before they get thrown away because I feel like no one's grabbed them. And maybe someone out there would like to learn. Free. Rollers, they're gonna need to be cleaned. Rollerblades. These actually look vintage. Like 90s. That's pretty cool. I did pick up those on the way back. That's what that little cardboard box over there is for. Yeah. It says they all work. I think they're all plug and play kind of stuff, so usually that stuff always does work. It's just a matter of you want to run an extension cord through your yard, which, I mean, I guess if you have like, you know, I mean, this is, I mean, you're not going to cut down that tree. One of those things is a chainsaw. Actually, you probably won't cut down any of these trees with that chainsaw. But if you're one of those people who have 2 trees in your yard and they're like 10 feet tall, branch falls, you want to cut it up. A bunch of dirty plush, not going to take that. I am seeing a lot of kids' toys out here, so that's another kid's toy up there. However, not a whole lot of treasure. That road might have some things. This guy has some things out sometimes. There's a little red bag. Oh. He's doing work. Probably not the best place to put that is right at the road. It's got all Milwaukee tools and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's probably not trash. Let's put the 2 and 2 together. is this? A wood pallet? Wood pallet. Still have not got a hold of the whole pallet recycling thing. This will stop over here. Grab something that's on the opposite side of this piece. I think I said a metal cage or something like that. Thought I saw it. Piece of a dog crate. Piece of a dog crate. Do I miss bulk pickup? That'd be a great question, because to me, bulk pickup was so long ago. I figured, well, when I went to Wyoming and Yellowstone and all that, I had to edit. I think I edited 8 videos over the course of 2 days, which took somewhere between like 20 to 25 hours to do, because one, my program crashed while editing one of the videos, and the other one was my electric went out one of the days while I was in the middle of editing a video. I was out for like 6 hours, so I had to kind of stop doing that, and it still took me whatever 20-25 hours after that. Ooh, I see a box said free. But when I was editing, that was the week that I was posting a lot of bulk pickup, and to my own brain, my own sense, I was like, this is getting very very repetitive in my brain, because I was going out like 3 times a day. Now this says free. I see games and stuff. I think I see crayons and other stuff like that. So yeah, it almost felt like 2 straight weeks of garbage picking that was bulk pickup. Now, what kind of games do we have here? Crayons. These are, they're like broken. Probably going to pass on the games, being honest. This headbands, I never heard of this one. Take this guy. Take headbands. I would take all of them, but usually these board games do not sell very well. I had a whole box of vintage ones. Slap might be alright. And the crayons, they're all used and broken. We'll take these 2. My family was not a board game family, even though I loved board games. We played them every once in a while, but nothing crazy. But do I miss bulk pickup? Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, we'd find so much stuff, I would literally fill my van, which was kind of cool, because that's not something that happens super often anymore. Now losing one more town for garbage picking because they changed companies, I lose another day of trash picking in the rotation. So to put out 6 fun videos a week, it's getting a little bit harder, but we'll make do and we'll figure something out. We always do. So we can do a double whammy here. At least look. Oh, I saw metal leading up against that. That might be in the trash can. It might not even be metal. It's not. Ooh, that's heavy though. Alright. Oh, it's not heavy. Thought this was cast iron. It's not cast iron. It's probably stainless with a bunch of junk on it. Oh, so that's the fixture. Alright, so that's usually brass, this whole component. I feel feel like, yeah, he's been sideways this whole video. Kind of a pain to, usually what I'll do, I just cut this off. That's brass, that's copper. These little things are brass. So usually I'll just cut it off there, separate this, and then generally I'll cut it off like right there, because sometimes these are such a pain to get out. Sometimes they fall out, sometimes they aren't. And what I thought was more metal over here might not even be more metal. Nope. Nope. Not for me. Alrighty. Almost wraps up for this town. We'll probably head over to Wind Gap, and I can stop and get myself something to drink. Not a beer. Alright, let's grab these. I think they're just shepherd's hooks. Piece of aluminum. Do I need a... oh, it has a huge hole in it. I was like, do I need a 5-gallon bucket? I don't think I need a 5-gallon bucket. That has a huge hole in it. Nope, not for me. You guys remember when I bought that one storage unit? Ah, this goes back. This goes back. This might be like 2019. It had probably 40 to 50 5-gallon buckets in it. And then after I bought it, I realized there was 2 big barrels in the back, like 55-gallon drums. And I was so worried those were filled with something, because I was like, how am I going to move those if they're filled with liquid? You ever try moving a keg by yourself? It's not exactly easy, and a keg's probably 1/3 the size of a 55-gallon drum. So, I hear a garbage truck. I don't see a garbage truck. It might be one street that way. Now, this is our great friend, a grill. I planned on getting grilled this year for myself, and guess what I didn't do? Exactly. I don't think that's an aluminum top, but it might be. It's not. It's amazing how, like, it's either a yes or no answer with this thing. Didn't check for burgers. Did hear on the radio, so today is supposed to be a high of 98, but the humidity is supposed to make it feel like anywhere between 105 to 107. That sucks. I hate to be that guy, but that sucks. I'm actually, there's 2 storage facilities that have auctions that end today at around noon. I think it actually ends at noon. There are 2 facilities I like buying units at. So today might be a very, very hot, sticky day. Not too sure. I do plan on buying them, bidding at least. One facility, you wouldn't really know. The other facility is the one that had the gun safe in it and the snap-on rolling toolbox truck. So that is one. They have a unit up that has bunch of bins, and it looks like wire, like copper wire, as well as tools. So I'm really getting the vibes that they probably store tools in those bins. So we'll find out. In fact, if I didn't buy that one, maybe I bought a different one at a different facility, but that video would already be out. So it is what it is. I also did kind of look up that that RV that the guy showed me. Looked at the pricing and all that when I went home, because he wanted $20,000 for it, and the thing looked really nice, you know. But you know, 1977 RV for 20 grand in comparison to what they run now, like a new one, sounds like a great deal. However, when you do the Google thing and find what the average price should be and this and that, what the heck? That didn't sound too good. When you do the whole research on it, 20,000 is kind of top dollar. So, good thing I looked. This looked like painted brass. But now that I'm getting closer and closer, it's not looking like it's painted brass. It's nothing. I don't think they're anything. Whoa. No. I don't think they're even stainless. Oh, they are stainless. Look at that. Well, the end isn't, but I'll have to cut these off right there. We'll have clean stainless. This dog's really going after it. Just seen someone packing for the beach. That or they were unpacking from the beach, but probably packing since it's in the morning. I don't think somebody would come back at 7:30, 8 o'clock and be back already. You never know. But feels like today would probably be a great beach day. Feel bad for the people who don't live by a beach. You know, if you live like in Ohio or South Dakota, Oklahoma. I guess Oklahoma's, nah, maybe not. Kansas, there we go. Missouri. But northern beaches, the water unfortunately is just never warm. It's always cold. So as nice as a beach day sounds, and the water's like 60 degrees, 65 degrees, it doesn't matter how hot it is outside, that is just a little too nippy for good old taco stacks. I can't be the only one who feels that way. I feel like North Carolina is probably right where like the water starts becoming manageable. Alright, would that be kind of a fair assumption? Florida, I mean, that water is probably perfect. So I stopped at home, I unloaded the board games, some of the cardboard I had back there, and I filled in with a couple pieces of sheet copper that I had just laying around, and also I cut off the attachments for the sink, so I should just get dirty stainless price. Not a big payout, but money is money. Funny, you skip how many weeks and then you show up here twice in a matter of 24 hours. The good old Jeep Liberty. That's my first car, Jeep Liberty. All right, 22 bucks in total. So 2 pounds of just that light copper. That was just, they were like lids. They weren't even antique lid, they were just literally lids. I don't know if they came out pots and pans, but they were considered sheet copper. 2 pounds is 9 bucks. So you think I brought in 160 pounds of light iron. 160 pounds. And then I brought in 2 pounds of copper, and it was almost the same exact price. The sink weighed 18 pounds by itself also. So that's 10 cents per pound, came out to $1.80. So a sink for scrap value, if you're wondering, is about 2 bucks. Not a lot of money, but if you're out there and you're like, hey look, I have a sink that I want to get rid of for scrap, you're thinking, hey, maybe I should drive here, maybe I should do this, maybe I should call someone. Just remember, it's about 2 bucks in scrap. Other than that, it's been a warm, sticky morning. It's going to get worse throughout the day, but fortunately you won't have to hear me complain about it all day, because that is the end of this video, It's been fun. Thanks for tagging along for another treasure hunt here. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and stay tuned for the next one. Should be a blast, should be a fun one. Who knows what we'll get into. Stay cool. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.
Yeah, he's on the track, turning curbside dreams into cash and back. So subscribe and hit the like button too. He's got more treasures coming straight to